Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call Wise Man Lawyers. Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call Wise Man Lawyers. Don't face that court alone. Let the Wise Man team get you back on the road. Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call the Wise Man team at Wise Man Lawyers.
All right, today I'm at Gatton Magistrates Court, about halfway between Brisbane and Toowoomba. Client was charged with a number of offences, starting with high-range drink driving, .261. She had a previous high range within the last 5 years. She was also charged with possessing cannabis, also assault police, and failing to appear at the first court date. It was quite a difficult matter in the sense that she also had previous for assault police. So my job was one of trying to avoid imprisonment as opposed to saving her licence. I guess starting with the drink driving, high range, even with no previous, there's a maximum of a lifetime loss of licence. So worst case was licence-wise a lifetime loss of licence. And the previous high range in the last 5 years obviously aggravated that. If you're charged with high range with a previous high range in the last 5 years, the mandatory minimum is 12 months. But as I said, her licence was the least of her concerns. With regard to assault police, obviously the worst case is imprisonment, especially if you got previous. I mean, I'm not going to go into the. It'd be inappropriate for me to go into the details, but. It wasn't deemed a serious assault, but the facts were quite serious. And the cannabis, it was 10 grams, so it wasn't a massive amount of cannabis, and she had no previous for possessing a dangerous drug. Look, I had to draft pretty comprehensive written submissions of case law. Today could have gone pear-shaped if I wasn't properly prepared. I needed to give the magistrate the justification that they needed to give a penalty that was in line with that which I was submitting. But the magistrate would have been quite within their rights to imprison my client, and I'd say it's highly likely that would have occurred if she hadn't have been adequately represented today. So the written submissions were about 10 pages. I also did a detailed affidavit spanning about 10 pages as well, talking about the incidents throughout her life that have, I guess, put her in the frame of mind that she was in on the day in question. What else did I do? Look, I'm not going to keep prattling on, but the short version is I was up late last night getting ready for this matter. I didn't leave the office till 10 p.m. Detailed, comprehensive affidavit materials, detailed, comprehensive written submissions, and then obviously when I was in the courtroom I had to make forceful verbal submissions to bolster the written submissions that I'd prepared. Look, the short version is she didn't go to jail. She walked out of the courtroom with me. She was given 18 months probation. Basically, probation means that for 18 months she needs to report periodically to the probation board. Probation's not so much a penalty, it's more of a supervisory order. The magistrate can't give it unless the client consents to it. So if my client said, no, I don't consent, the magistrate wouldn't have been able to give the order of probation. But obviously if my client didn't consent, the only option the magistrate would have had would have been to escalate and go higher, meaning imprisonment. So 18 months probation, she got a 15-month disqualification, which, considering her history, I'm happy with. And given my job was to keep a client out of jail, I didn't make any submissions on disqualification anyway. I'm not in the habit of trying to take my cake and eat it too. If my client needs to be kept out of jail, that's the sole focus of my preparations and performance and submissions in the courtroom. So, short version, client got to go home, no jail, an appropriate disqualification. She's relieved, her husband's relieved, kids are happy that mum's come home. I'm Andrew Wiseman, and thanks for watching.
Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call the Wise Man team at Wise Man.